Taliban publicly executed an Afghan man convicted of murder on Wednesday. It is the first time a confirmation has come of such a sentence being executed since the hardline Islamists returned to power. Last month, Taliban's supreme leader, Hibatullah Akhundzada, ordered judges to fully enforce aspects of Islamic law that include public executions, stonings, floggings, and the amputation of limbs from thieves. They have carried out several public floggings since then, but Wednesday's execution in Farah, which is the capital of the western province by the same name, is the first that Taliban has acknowledged. Taliban spokesperson Zabihullah Mujahid said in a statement, the Supreme Court was instructed to implement this order of qisas in a public gathering of compatriots. Taliban will now be following the eye for an eye justice in Islamic law. In a later tweet, Mujahid said the victim's father had carried out the sentence, shooting the condemned man 3 times with a Kalashnikov. The statement named the executed man as Tajmir, son of Ghulam Sarwar, and said he was a resident of Anjil district in Herat province. It said Tajmir had murdered a man and stolen his motorcycle and cell phone. The Taliban spokesperson said the case for Wednesday's execution had been thoroughly examined by a series of courts before the supreme leader gave the order. The statement claimed that Tajmir had admitted his guilt.
We've seen the reports that the Taliban has ordered judges to impose their interpretation of Sharia law. That includes public executions, it includes amputations, it includes floggings. We've seen the reports of a public execution today. We've seen despicable videos that have circulated online in recent days regarding some of these tactics. This indicates to us that the Taliban seek a return to their regressive and abusive practices of the 1990s. It was an affront to the dignity and human rights of all Afghans then. It would be an affront to the dignity and the human rights of all Afghans now.
This matter was examined very precisely. In the end, they gave an order to apply the Sharia law of retribution to the murderer. Akhundzada, who has not been filmed or photographed in public since the Taliban returned to power in August 2021, rules by decree from Kandahar, the movement's birthplace and spiritual heartland. The statement included the names of dozens of court officials as well as other Taliban representatives as being present for the execution. US has reacted to the news of the public execution and called it despicable. US also accused Taliban of breaking their promise to the world. It is a well-known fact that Taliban regularly carried out punishments in public during their first rule that ended in late 2001. These punishments included floggings and executions at the National Stadium in Kabul, which Afghans were encouraged to attend. The hardline Islamists had promised a softer rule this time round, but have introduced increasingly severe restrictions on the lives of Afghans. Women in particular have been incrementally squeezed out of public life since the return of Taliban. Those in government roles have lost their jobs or are being paid a pittance to stay at home, while women are also barred from traveling without a male relative and must cover up with a burqa or hijab when stepping out of their homes. Schools for teenage girls have also been shuttered across most of the country for over a year. Do tell us what you think about this video in the comment section, and for more news updates, subscribe to India Today.